Don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategy.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Markieff Morris is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Christian Wood. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Doncic in at the point. Conley gets the bucket.
And doesn't have the most height, but Conley sure plays with heart, unbothered by the contested shot.
In the corner, it's Morris. Doncic passes to Irving. Over Vanderbilt. He sinks the 11-footer.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Now, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those two things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thanks, David.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now here's Conley. Back to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title, the best player to never make an all-star game. That changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
For Utah, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Outside, Markkanen. Passes it to Clarkson. Back to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. Irving drives in. Wood kicks to Doncic. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is Irving. On the wing, Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Conley, the pass to Markkanen. Now Olynyk. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Mavericks leading by 3. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Clarkson. Good on the bucket. Irving's got 6.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Clarkson outside. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Markieff Morris.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The Jazz working the ball around now. And it's Wood with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Leading by 5. Irving can't get it to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Beasley. Shot from 12. And that's good for 2.
That's sharp shooting there from Beasley. Normally we see him a lot deeper, but that time he chose to step inside the line.
And McGee kicks to Wood. There's the pass to Irving. 3-pointer. Utah with the rebound. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And that one is good by Beasley.
Boy, such a dangerous threat in transition. I mean, once Beasley gets a step on the defense, goodbye.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Sexton the pass to Markkanen. Guarded by McGee. And again, it's Utah. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team. And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Beasley against Irving. Takes a three. And it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Sexton. Beasley's got 7 points.
You know, with his ability to space the floor, Beasley adds a strong dimension to his team's offense.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Irving from long range. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play.
21.
Jazz lead by 1.
20. Here they come. Your Utah Jazz.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Utah.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys? Lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
They've got Markkanen. Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Olynyk in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Utah trailing here.
And Kyrie a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
It's stolen by Green. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. It's tipped. Stolen by Michael Conley. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Markkanen's got the ball.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Horton Tucker's checked in for Utah. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Conley against Wood. Conley, the pass to Olynyk. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Irving. Jazz have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Clarkson outside, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Mavericks substitution. White Powell.
Clarkson finds Conley. Puts it up from 12. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Wasted no time on that one. Irving's got the game tied up here for Dallas. Mark of guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach. But point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
Clarkson outside. Horton Tucker, the pass to Vanderbilt. Jazz passing it around. And Utah, another 3.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Clarkson against Irving. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, and you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Vanderbilt kicks to Conley. Back to Vanderbilt. Just 5 to shoot. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Clarkson. Conley's got 9.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Clark, when the Mavs traded for Rajon Rondo during the 14-15 season, Dwight Powell was included in that package, and he's still with them.
Yeah, you know, Rondo spent just a half season with the Mavs, and really at that point in time was in the second half of his career, while Powell has been there ever since and is a nice foundational piece. I mean, they love his work ethic, and he's a key part of their rotation, and I don't see that changing. One of the things I really like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't play outside of himself. He plays to his strengths.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for the Jazz.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And the three-pointer GA has become a focal point of Malik Beasley's game.
Yeah, up until last season, only about half of his attempts were from beyond the arc. Now he's really zeroing in on the long ball as his primary weapon.
Outside Irving. 1:25 left here in the second. Lets it go with a 3. Drops in the tray. Irving's got 29.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Doncic outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Doncic has got his second basket.
Offensively, there's nothing Doncic can't do. I mean, consistency with the 3-ball being one of the few things left that he has to refine.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Conley. No good that time, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Irving, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 3-point Maverick lead.
Boy, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. Beasley outside. Wants to get it to Gay, and does. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Dallas has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. And that one's good. Irving.
Not just range, but confidence, too. Irving can capitalize from way downtown.
It's Beasley on the wing. Sinks the triple. Beasley's got 6 in the quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And some good action.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 34 points and 2 assists. It was a return to form for him tonight after struggling in their last outing. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, what's your take on Utah so far?
Their inside attack has been overwhelming. Hard to beat someone when they're living at the rim.
And that should do it with the...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. We've got Irving. Morris is out there with Wood. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Right wing. Irving against Clarkson. Irving, good. Irving's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Dallas.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or shorter.
And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets.
The 3 for Doncic. Drains the three-pointer. Doncic has got 9.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And this is what you like. I mean, Clarkson using that tight handle of his to create space.
Irving against Clarkson. Lets the 3 fly. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. Morris passes to Doncic. From deep. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Doncic with the block.
You know, he's not super fast, but the reflexes of Doncic are quick. He's able to jump on the shot and take it away. That's just instinct and understanding how to play.
And finished off by Wood.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And the Jazz making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Jazz trailed by 7. Clarkson with the ball. Makes it off the glass. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, the defense was there, but Clarkson fearless inside.
The drive by Doncic. Morris finds Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Clarkson passes to Vanderbilt. And yes, it's good.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Mavericks leading by 6. Outside Irving. Wood kicks to Doncic. The kick out to Irving. Launches a three. Another three for Dallas.
Always great from deep. I don't think Irving has gotten enough credit for how lethal he is from behind the arc.
And you knew things were going south for Irving and the Nets when they couldn't agree on a contract. He was eventually traded and is a big talent boost to this team. And Kyrie still has all the talent in the world, even if it comes with some risk.
On its way from Irving for two. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Morris. On its way from Irving for two. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Here's Sexton. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Irving dishes to McGee. The three for Doncic. Rebound, Utah.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Clarkson for three. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his fourth assist in this one. Irving looking over the floor. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 47 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Sexton against Doncic. That's tipped. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
From past the arc, another three for Dallas.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. 4-point game, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Mike Conley's checked in for Sexton. And then for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Green comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Walker subbed in for Doncic. And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Pass to McGee. He kicks it to Irving. Stolen by Clarkson. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Mavericks lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Olynyk. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Conley. Then it's Lowry Markkanen. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. That's the group right now for Utah. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Boy, he's got outstanding balance. Kyrie Irving is so good at converting through contact. For a little guy, he's one of the best I've seen.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 8 now on the night. Dallas moving it around. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, you look at Walker, and he's a slight guy, but he powers through it all. Terrific, deceptive strength.
And with UConn back in 2011, Kemba Walker introduced himself to the basketball world. That was an absolute all-time run in the month of March.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Wood, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Green. Here's Markkanen. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. For Kemba in 2011 with the UConn Huskies, 11 consecutive wins to close the year.
I mean, winning his conference tournament, then the national title. And keep in mind, all those games were elimination games. So Kemba showing the leadership, and that really helped propel that young man into the lottery. And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Clarkson outside. Passes it to Markkanen. Out to the wing. Conley with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Clarkson outside. Back to Conley. A floater, and the layup is up and in. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the craftiness of Conley has such a strong feel for when to go to that floater.
Hardaway finds Morris. Outside Irving. Walker with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Wood trying to free himself up, and it's Walker that time on the assist by Wood. Wood's got his 3rd assist on the night. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside, Markkanen. They get a hand on it. Hardaway with the steal. Now Walker. Outside Irving. Diving in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
And he knocks down the first one. And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Conley, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Vanderbilt, and the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Oh, nice pass by Markkanen. Knows it's better to give it up than force his own shot.
Dallas leading by 4. Now the pass to Irving. Jacks up a 3. Tries again. Morris with the bucket.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Inside. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And finished off by Wood.
That's an example of a guy who has really figured out his game. Wood imposing his will at the rim.
Utah's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. To the paint. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Olynyk.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
To the middle. Here's Markkanen. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 9th assist in the game now. Doncic looking it over. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Off target with his 3. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 2. The score now all even. And that's 20 points for Jordan Clarkson.
Big bucket. Clarkson showing his mettle. That's one they needed.
And the Mavericks call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Basket counts.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Down low, here's Vanderbilt, and the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Maybe not a natural-born distributor, but Clarkson working to keep his teammates involved.
Irving, and he uses the glass on the lane. Irving's got 59 points.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
Clarkson against Irving.
You can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Back to Irving for 3. And, yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Utah calls timeout. They trailed by 2. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 49 seconds left in the game. To the inside. Wood with the block.
Boy, nice job that time by Wood going after the block and getting it.
Hardaway from outside. The shot, no good. And Utah the other way now.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet. Well, you know what? This is what becoming a leader is all about. Clarkson taking charge at the end.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Doncic, here we go. Irving for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
And the Jazz call time here. They're down by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Poke loose. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's his first.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And that's an intentional foul.
Mike Conley, third personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Dallas, Tim Hardaway Jr. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
There's so much riding on this trip. I'm sure Hardaway is perhaps feeling the pressure a bit, but all he has to do is concentrate with the stroke he has. I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
And you can trust an efficient shooter like Markman in the clutch. He's going to get a good look.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Here is Conley. And the miss. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.